Did Guru really get denied for funding for trying to steal the moon? Because he missed one simple strategy that could have got him up to 150K in 0% interest business funding? What's up, guys? If you're new to my channel, my name is Chess. I've secured well over 400K in business funding for my businesses, and I've helped over hundreds of entrepreneurs and business owners fund their business and investments as well. So everything we teach here is based off real world experiences. And today we're going to be breaking down Gru's epic funding failure at the Bank of Evil and showing how he could have walked out with a briefcase full of funding using 0% interest business credit cards with no documents required too. And stick around because not only will I fix Gru's mistakes, but I'll be showing you the exact data points to get Gru funded and which 3 cards I'd have him apply for. So let's roll the clip.
Crew to see Mr. Perkins?
Yes, please have a seat.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap.
Ma! Someday I'm going to go to the moon.
Oh, I'm afraid you're too late, son. NASA isn't sending the monkeys anymore.
Sheesh. Man, we can't let his dreams die now.
Hey,
Gru, Mr. Perkins will see you now.
so all I need is money from the bank to build a rocket. And then the moon is ours.
Wow. Well, very nice presentation. I'd like to see this shrink ray.
Absolutely. Will do. As soon as I have it.
You don't have it. And yet you have the audacity to ask the bank for money.
Oh man.
Apparently.
Do you have any idea of the capital that this bank has invested in you, crew? With far too few of your sinister plots actually turning a profit. How can I put it? Let's say this apple is you. If we don't start getting our money back. Get the picture? Look, Gru, the point is, there are a lot of new villains out there. Younger than you, hungrier than you, younger than you. Like that young fellow out there named Vector.
we heard
He
that
just stole a
before.
pyramid.
I've got it. I've got it. So as far as getting money for the rocket,
Get the shrink ray. Then we'll talk.
So a couple things for my guy Gru. He showed up without any documentation, which was his first mistake. But here's the thing: with 0% business credit cards, he wouldn't need any documentation. And collateral, he wouldn't need any collateral too. With no doc funding, collateral isn't even on the table. These cards don't even ask for your house, your moon plans, or your firstborn minion. And you can see the heartbreak on Gru's face. He This didn't have to happen to my guy. But Gru's not alone. Most people think that they need to go and beg the bank for money. Let me show you why 0% interest business credit cards would have changed everything for Gru. Instead of asking for a traditional loan, I would have focused on 0% interest business credit cards. And these cards offer 0% interest APR from 6 to 18 months. You don't have to show any documentation required, no tax returns, no profit loss statements, also no collateral as well. And the average new business, they get up to 50 to 150K in funding. But with the right setup, up to 250K is very possible in under 30 days. In the next section, I'll give you the exact data points of how I would have gotten Gru funded. Let's go. So first, how would you qualify for these? First, you have to have great revenue, you have a great score, great credit profile. You also have to have great business credit history, and that's not any net 30 accounts or any vendor accounts. We're talking about paid off loans. You also have to have great relationships with the banks. I'm going to be talking a little bit more on that. And if you're brand new to business and you don't have all 4 of these, you do not have to worry. You still can get funded with just a great score and a credit profile, and a great credit profile actually. And this is why it's called no docs. And what's great about this and why do you need it? Well, most 0% business credit cards are personally guarantees. The banks go by your personal credit history to determine if you will be approved. This is why it's possible for brand new businesses to secure up to 150K plus in business funding in less than 90 days or less. This is why it's possible for brand new businesses to secure up to 150K or more in the next 90 days or less. And you can't get business funding with just your business credit if your revenue is under $1 million. A great payback score but a 580 credit score will not get you funded. The banks are not dumb. You're not going to be able to trick the banks. All right. So for your personal credit, what are the data points that you would need and how would I fund Gru? So his personal credit, the best results is going to be over 720 credit score. If you have at least a 680 score, you might be able to get approved, but it's super risky. So it's better to make some adjustments to get your score over 700 for the best results. You want from anywhere from 2 to 10% utilization. You want to keep utilization as low as possible. If the utilization is the problem, I have a strategy in my other videos to show you how to lower your utilization as well. So another thing will have your personal credit history will have to be 5+ years. But I've seen anyone as low as 6 months of credit history get approved, but someone with less history would struggle more than someone with higher history. And there's strategies to add more age through trade lines. And comparable credit. So you want high limits, anywhere from 10K all the way to 25K for one card. And combined limits, you want at least 15 to 20K in total combined limits. So banks usually will approve 2 to 3 times your personal credit limit. And you won't be able to get approved for a 50K card if you only have a 2K combined 2K personal limit. And the most important one would be you don't want any negatives on your account. We've gotten approvals for having late payments before, but usually it's the late payments that are from 2+ years ago. And I'll recommend you repair your credit if your negative items are pretty recent. It will be the best investments for you in the short term for you to get more funding in the long term. And I will remove inquiries that are not tied to personal accounts. And you can also remove recent inquiries for personal accounts as long as it hasn't reported yet. So in the next section, I'm going to talk about different applications and different credit cards that I would have helped Gru apply for. So our first card we're going to get Gru is going to be the Blue Business Plus card. I recommend getting this card if you're already inside the American Express system on the personal side. That way, any other cards and products you get with American Express is going to be a soft pull. That's my secret tip for you. And you get 0% APR for 12 months. You also get a couple of rewards benefits too, like 15,000 membership rewards points. You get 2 times points on purchases up to $50,000. You get 1 times on other purchases as well. And yeah, you have the ability to buy above your credit limit with expanded buying power too. So Amex is a very relationship-based bank, so you do want to keep a good relationship with them to keep building up a good internal banking rating with them. So when you do have that, you are given perks like this, expanded buying power with them. And I do have a great bonus tip for you for American Express. After you open up these accounts, you want to season them, buy something, pay it off. Small purchases, don't go all out, don't go crazy. Make sure you treat this relationship very good. And in about 61 days after you open this account, you could go ahead, go on the app, or call the number on the back of your card and request a 3 times credit limit increase. You may have heard me talk about this before. I've seen a lot of people, they usually get a 10K starting limit with this card. And after 61 days, they 3 times that limit to 30K. And that's 0% for a whole year. You could use 30K. All right, so our next one is going to be the Chase, the Inc. Business Unlimited Credit Card. So I love this card. You get $750 back on $6,000 spend on the first 3 months. You get a lot of rewards points for this. You can travel for free, book business class, first class flights to across the world, however you might like, or book hotels, however you might like. But you get 1.5 times cash back. You get 0% APR for up to 12 months. You could redeem your points for cashback rewards. You get employee cards at no additional costs, and you get 5% back on Lyft rides. So I love this card because they also give you a very good limit on here. I've seen anywhere from 30K all the way to 75K. And my bonus tip for you when using Chase Business Unlimited is going to be to make sure you build relationship with these banks. It's going to be creating a business checking account and deposit some money in there, maybe 5,000 or however much you have. You can deposit in there, let it sit for around 1 month, and apply for this. And my very bonus tip for you, if you do want to get the highest limit possible, I recommend you to apply with a relationship banker too. And they do work with over $1 million in revenue. So if you do need help with that, stick to the end of the video. I'm going to show you how you're going to be able to do that. And our next one is going to be US Bank. So US Bank is awesome because you could get this card, the Business Platinum card. You get low interest APR. That's 0% for up to 18 months. Imagine what you could do. You could use this for 1.5 years. So today is the beginning of 2025. In the middle of 2026, the summer of 2026, imagine where you will be if you utilize the 0% to invest into yourself or your business. Man, time really flies. But I love this card too. You could get up to 50K with this card if you do use a relationship banker, like I mentioned before with Chase. Build a good relationship with them. They are snapshots, so you don't have to keep money in for a whole month. You can keep it in there anytime you're about to apply. You put it in there as much money as you can, and when you apply, that's when they snapshot how much money you have in there. So you don't have to keep it in there for a whole month. And with US Bank, I do recommend applying with a relationship banker too. So like I said before with Chase, stick to the end and I'll show you how I can help you out with that too. So if I was Gru, that's what I do. I use the 0% APR period to finance everything without paying a dime in interest. Then I'll use the strategic payments to keep rotating the credit and keep the funding available for as long as possible long term. And here's a pro tip for you. Instead of walking out empty handed like Gru would have walked out with a briefcase full of approvals. Listen, Gru's moon heist could have been fully funded, stress free, and so can your next big idea. If you want step by step guidance to secure 100K plus in business funding, check out my one on one mentorship program linked in the description below and in the pinned comments below as well. This is CashflowChes. I'll see you guys in the next one.